are you drinking?
It's like a grape thing, but the texture is weird. Want to try?
Okay.
I'll switch?
Yeah.
Hey, it matches your outfit.
What's wrong with our drinks?
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, M Sakura, and today I'm joined by...
Cash Monet!
And welcome to the shit soup. Are we sticking with that one?
Whatever you say.
Someone said fascist photo review. So, we've been reading your comments.
And they're so nice.
They're so sweet. They're so nice. Cash got her first piece of fan art from the show.
I never do your YouTube ever. And now, like, doing a lot, I'm like, oh my god, this is fun.
It is fun because people get to talk about it, and someone in the comments is real thirsty.
Oh my god, actually, wait. Girl, he lives in... Wait, I can't say that.
Yeah. But we read all of your comments. You guys are so funny. You guys are so sweet. Like, maybe one or two bad comments, but they're not even that bad.
No, I think they're funny.
Honestly, yeah, I think they're funny too. I did also want to say, there are so many people in this community that are really toxic to the queens every single season, and we have to remind them to not send hate mail, to not send death threats, to not send negative things to the queens just because of something that happened on a show. Mistress Isabel Brooks and I think maybe Malaysia, some of the girls are like getting blocked out of their Instagrams.
People have no lives.
Adam was asking, he was like, is the RuPaul's Drag Race fandom the most toxic fandom? There are definitely more toxic fandoms, like the K-pop community and Star Wars community are both really, really, really toxic fandoms.
Wait, you just said Drag Race, K-pop, and Star Wars. That's just his household.
We're all part of the most hateful fandoms. Here's what I want you guys to do. But I would love for you, if you guys are watching these episodes, if there's anything that you like about any of our queens that are facing any sort of like adversity right now in their comments, send them some love. And again, if you guys are not sending any of this stuff, kudos to you. We love you. We know that our community here is nice and loving, and we're just trying to be funny. People say that we're shady. Is that right? Maybe.
Yeah, but that's like part of the
community.
That was part of the community.
Yeah, like taking the piss out of people. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you want more content just like this, and comment down below what was your favorite Drag Race contestant this episode, or who are some of your favorite people from the seasons, and sing them some praises. We're on episode 6 and there's 12 girls left.
When they start around the table and someone's like, oh my god, our group's getting smaller, we can barely fit around the table, and I'm like, girl, other seasons have started with this amount of people.
Girl, it's not. The episodes are getting shorter. This episode, I noticed a lot more how shorter the episodes were. Selena's titties comes into the workroom and she is crying.
She's real crying.
If you were one of her competitors, would you still take her as a threat?
I mean, I would see anybody as a threat in a competition setting. Just a little crack.
Yeah.
I love that.
Selena goes, girl, y'all better buckle your seatbelts. And then Spice goes, girl, are we like going on a ride or something? And Sugar's not around to laugh at her joke. Everyone is surprised that Malaysia is in the top for her runway.
Even her.
Even oh no, how am I gonna ever have heavy metal now?
Well, if your hair wasn't so flat, let's stay on.
And Isabel says that she's worried about Malaysia's taste level. Do you or do you not agree that her taste level is questionable? Because I definitely agree.
Right now, it's a little questionable, but I guess, I mean, we've only seen
6 episodes.
We've only seen
and we've heard her
runways.
talent show of the song that she wrote herself where she said, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Send her some love, guys, because I am really ripping in on her right now, okay?
Isabel is so mean, but
she's so real.
It's so real, and she makes such good TV.
But the thing is that she's saying what we're all thinking.
Exactly.
Like, all right, so the girls get their challenge for the week, and how do we feel about the challenge?
It seems fun.
You want to be an old lady?
Yeah,
you were just an old lady the other day.
I love being an old lady.
The next scene, the old gays walk in, and they are the pit crew for this episode.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. The one that walks in at the end, I've had a crush on him for so long. If he's watching this, please me. There's 3.
But it had 4 of them in the preview.
So where's the 4th one? We have Lux, Marsha, Isabel, and Selena. That seems like a pretty strong group right there. The second group that we have is Robin, Jax, Lucy LaDuca, and Anitra. The last group that we have is Sasha, Malaysia, Aura, and Spice. Based on these team compositions, who are you looking for the most? Like, who do you think is going to do the best? Do you think Spice knows how to write?
Sugar is the only one who wrote in that family.
She's like, girl, Sugar is the only one who did lyrics in our house. I just beatbox. I don't know if I'm going to do this challenge.
We know that Jax and Robin can perform.
Yeah.
And Anitra can perform.
Lucy LaDuca is really good at performing. She's very funny, which I think can really lend itself to the challenge. And she can do an old lady voice really well. And by that, I mean she already did Joan Rivers. Okay, so this next scene happens a lot. It happened in my group where I wanted a role and I didn't get the role. So we kind of had a little thing. So we have two groups. We have Lux, Marcia, Isabel, and Selena trying to go for medal, as well as Sasha, Malaysia, Aura, and Spice. Seems like Isabel jumps in and she's like, well, we're taking it, so I guess you guys can have country.
It's such a sneaky way of saying that this is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so sneaky, but I live.
I live for it too.
Like all of the clips where Anitra's like, woo! Like,
we're all Anitra, absolutely.
That would be so mean.
Where the hat comes in. Lux says, well, I'm already wearing the heavy metal hat, so I'm not going to take it off, so it's ours. What now?
Literally.
What now? It wasn't glued to your head, bitch. That hat is heavy metal?
No.
That hat is
top.
And Malaysia and Sasha are the ones that are really not backing down from their group.
Okay, all of those girls are so real for that.
They're real for fighting for what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've all seen Drag Race and we know that if you get the role that you don't want, you can be fucked. How do you decide who is getting what?
Definitely not rock, paper, scissors.
Why?
It's not a game of chance. It's a game of like, you are literally trying to psych them out on doing something.
But you think the hat is a lot more...
It's more random.
They pull it out of a hat, and a plot twist, Miss Sasha and Baby Doll get medal, and the other team gets country. How would you feel if you were Lux and Isabel?
I feel like I'd be confident in whatever challenge I got.
What happened with the other team members in that group? Like, they were just confident whatever they got was going to be good. They weren't even pissed about it.
Do you think they were confident in what they were doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they didn't fight? I think it was smart for the hip-hop team because it seemed like once they were fighting over it, they're like, let's just take our second choice. Because they don't want to also say they want medal.
Yeah, and then they don't end up with
country.
anything. Yeah. I mean, if that happened to me and like my whole thing is like I'm trying to have fun with you and take the piss out of you, I just wouldn't include you anymore. All right, well then let's not have fun together. See you later.
Okay, well, get fucked.
You're way too sensitive. Also, I drew Sasha. I drew Sasha's face. Also, too, it's nice to see her being like this role like, no bitch, don't fucking play with us, because we've only seen Sasha in this like nice role. Mm-hmm. And so it's nice to see her kind of like assert herself and be one of the girls instead of being Sasha Colby, which I really appreciate. First off, we have Lucy LaDuca, who is the hip-hop icon herself. Would you be worried if you had Lucy in your team?
No, not at all.
Okay, because it's pre-recorded. And it's also a comedy challenge, so Lucy would be the first person I would run to be in a group with, honestly. Marcia, who tells us later extensively about her resume, how she has worked on Kinky Boots, how she has worked on To Kill a Mockingbird, but she's not on Broadway anymore.
Yeah.
So she's here in the workroom and they're telling her to put on more makeup. So who really won here? Well, I mean, like, you really don't need to have such a good grasp of what country is. One impression of Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
And you can do country. Okay, so which one would you pick out of the three?
Country.
You pick country?
Yeah, I would pick country.
Because it's really hokey pokey.
It's so hokey. It's like such a departure from everything that's like my own thing.
Okay. So you want to show that kind of range and diversity? I would fight for medal. Personally, hearing the tracks later, medal is the funniest. Especially with the juxtaposition of old ladies and medal.
I wouldn't do medal because medal's very like the whole performance.
Yeah.
You have to be 100% in medal. And I feel like with country, you can be so hokey pokey that it like turns camp.
We head into the recording studio. Cash, do you have any experience recording music?
I have made a parody song from a K-pop song for Star Search.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm Cash Monet.
It's on my YouTube.
Money, 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 money. Is it nerve-wracking to record something, especially in front of other people?
Yes, because like you're like I'm the best at singing, and when you hear it back, you're like, I'm like, oh my god, why do I sound like that?
The good thing about this process is they actually have Leland.
Yeah.
From my experience, is a really good voice director and will give you good voice direction.
They didn't show you record on your episode.
Girl, no, they didn't. We didn't go on the main stage to do it.
Where'd you go?
In our hotels.
Was it Leland?
It was Leland, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was really nice. Made me feel very at home. He did give me the direction on my song to do everything in my accent. My dazzling 23 skidoo-doo. And then everything else is going to be in my normal voice.
Interesting.
And they read me for it later. So I kind of wish they did show it, but it is what it is. Granny voices. Let's go ahead and give the people your best granny voice.
Oh my god. Get the fuck off my lawn. It sounds like Anitra's. And it sounds like a witch.
Yeah, it sounds like a witch. Get the fuck off my lawn. That's Southern.
You sound like an old man, though.
Get the fuck off my lawn. My pussy's on fire. I put that.
What the fuck?
Hey, kitty girl. It's your world.
And the cat walk.
We see Robin struggling during the recording. She's not actively singing. She's not getting the bars out, which I can really sympathize because it's hard to sing in this environment. If you guys are planning to get onto Drag Race, you will have literally no time for anything. It is fully a race. Race? I did not know that Sasha Colby was going to be able to write funny lyrics.
Oh, I know. And she's like spinning out those bars and she's like sitting tall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's like looking stunty doing it.
Let's say the choreography.
Sure.
They probably only got 15 to 10 minutes.
Well, Sasha said that, oh, we got to make choreography to the song we just recorded 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess she was right.
As a choreographer, would you take charge at this point?
Oh, yeah.
In the competition?
Because there's only 4 of them. It would be easier to get your ideas out rather than talking to like what.
Yeah, apparently they didn't though, and they had 4 people. And Marcia even remarked, she's like, "I'm glad they went first because it really taught me what not to do when I go up there." And I thought that was really shady, but also it is a lesson. Don't go first.
I don't even think metal even needs to be choreographed, but metal doesn't need a constraint. Metal just needs to be punk.
Also, country lends itself to being the campiest out of all of them.
Exactly.
So if you have the hokiest, the pokiest, the okie dokiest choreography, it's going to work for country.
Yeah.
It's a new day in the workroom, and it's time for our challenge, which means the girls are getting into their old lady makeup. There's like a little tiff between Isabel and Malaysia again, or they're like joking with each other, you know what I mean? Like they're joking with each other.
The way they're going back and forth, they're just like kiki cutting it.
You think so?
I think so. I think they were just, making fun of each other because they're so close.
Do you think they're close?
I think so.
They seem like they're really going at ends with each other right now.
I don't think so. I think they're just having fun. Well,
And
Spice is just livid, but also Spice in the beginning of that conversation was supposed to like, oh.
She was like, "Oh, mama!" Sasha Colby, she has a very close look at her perspective being a trans person on Drag Race. She says that she gets to be a good example of a trans person on Drag Race. And I think this is very sweet. My question is, all the other trans people that have come before, how mad would you be that she just said that she would finally be a good example?
No.
And how would you draft Gia Gunn's text?
Finally a good example.
I laughed because it's very innocent, but I was just like, what does she mean?
Well, Sasha Colby's perspective on there isn't older trans people. Like, I never even thought about that until she brought it up, because trans people get killed very often.
Trans people are disproportionately killed for no reason, basically, except for transphobia. She is just happy to be an older girl and to see a trans woman live past 30, and I thought that was I
never even thought about that.
That was a very heart-wrenching moment. All right, so we get our montage. We goes. It's time to see the judges, our guest judges, and RuPaul.
And her pussy.
If you had like a drumstick, but you didn't have enough foil to go around it, so you just put it in the middle. It's so short. I have never seen that much of her legs.
Oh my gosh.
But she looks amazing. Here's the thing. She can't raise her arms to say, may the best drag queen win, because if she raises her arm like this, it's gonna pull up her skirt and you're gonna see her poussoir. So we have Michelle, we have Carson. They joke about being old, blah, 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 blah. We already knew they're old. But we have the guest judge for the episode. She's a comedian.
Wow.
Now the funny thing about this is that she was not funny.
Hi gay.
Hi gay.
Hi gay.
She said hi gay, which is like hi gay was like 2016.
Yeah. So the first group we have is the country group.
And they're called the Banjo Bitches.
Banjo Bitches. Is that a parody on something?
No.
Okay. I thought Marsha looked like Sarah Paulson. She
She had more makeup on this challenge than she's had during the whole season. It's crazy.
Okay, well, I also thought Marsha's lyrics were very country.
Okay.
A lot of country music
It's like love songs.
About love songs, about personal life.
Being forlorn.
Yeah, and I thought her lyrics were playing the most of country, and I also think that's because she's from Broadway.
One of the things about this group is that they had great choreography.
It was hokey.
It was pokey. It was okie dokie artichokey.
It was
And
Tyler Oakley.
I love Lux's voice in this one.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to if they do like a singing challenge, because her voice is really smooth. So this group also had a fart joke.
Oh, you love a fart joke.
And they added a fart sound. And they laughed. And
Yeah.
no one was in the bottom. Or they got critiqued for it.
Oh.
So I just wanted to mention
Are you
that.
feeling a feeling away?
Hold on. I did have dairy earlier. I'm not gonna keep sucking Sasha's toes, but like, for fucking serious, she did better than Aura. Okay, so our next group is the Rockin' OGs, and Sasha Colby did the best.
I would say she did the best.
And every time I keep wondering how Aura won over Sasha. But she did really well this challenge. Her lyrics were really funny. I know they did the same thing, the same joke, but her delivery was much better and her physicality was so much better in the challenge. Okay, can we talk about Spice? Just Spice being an old bimbo and not changing her voice, not changing her physicality.
She literally didn't change anything. And then like, what was she doing in the back? She's just like...
It was so strange.
Also, this is the first group that they're all wearing shoes.
Yeah, well, the group before them, they had heels. They had Mistress Isabel Brooks' normal heels, mind you. So group, yes, no. Did they do good? Are they winning?
I think they did great.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the hip hop group, and they're the old dirty bitches. You can take portraying an old person in two different ways.
Okay.
And you can be like a realistic old person and actually like feeling like you're sore.
Oh, I heard.
But they took it in a way where like they're just wearing old age makeup and they're doing all these flippity dippities.
But remember in the RuPaul Christmas special when she turned around and she had the stunt double do all those moves?
Oh yeah.
Like that's funny, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
So it's funny here, right? I thought it was funny.
I think the first time that joke happens is good, but when Robin does
the split and then she drops her ass and she does it up and down, I thought that was great. Okay. I thought that was great comedy. I actually thought that this was my favorite group to watch perform. It was the most visually interesting. Okay, Anitra had some really funny lines. Like, he'll put you in the Will. Is Will my grandson?
Yeah.
I can only tell that they were doing bad because they would zoom in on RuPaul's face and she would be like, honestly, throughout this whole challenge, I don't think anyone had bad lyrics.
No.
Because sometimes in a musical challenge, there's at least one person that has really, really cringy lyrics, but everyone here did really, really good.
Yeah, I think so too.
For Runways.
Okay, don't blink because you'll miss them.
And the same amount of screen time that Robin gets is the same amount of screen time that the Runways get, okay?
Oh.
I don't like the Runways.
Tie-dye is hard.
Tie-dye is hard.
Because when you think of tie-dye, you just think of like hippy
fabric.
Yeah.
Hippy dippy.
Big shirts.
We could easily tutor boot this. So we actually like to judge them based on other more random categories in cash.
What kind of pickle is this giving?
I like pickles.
Yeah.
You want to start first? Go ahead.
You always make me do the ones that you don't like.
Do it. Go ahead.
All right, so first off, we are looking at Anitra's, and there is not much to look at.
Definitely looks like she sewed it.
Well, we couldn't see that it was like a tie-dye sweater that she wrapped around her waist, and I guess she just stopped there. Are they like pasties? Are they stickers?
They're supposed to be like cutouts with no titties in them. 90s butterfly tie-dye. I'm giving it way too much credit right now. Okay, so what kind of pickle? What kind of pickle is this?
She's giving like quickle. You know what a quickle is?
What's a quickle?
It's when you quick pickle something. So she's not fully a pickle yet. Like she's getting there.
Sure.
It's because like she's just been in like the soup for like just a minute. Like she hasn't been there for like a day.
She's undercooked, is what you're saying.
Okay, now you gotta do it because I just did the last one.
God, she literally looks like. Coming up next is Jax, and Jax is giving. She has an outfit on. First off, I thought when she first came out on the runway, I thought it was supposed to be a nude illusion, but
she was giving me Oompa Loompa because she has green hair and orange skin. Is it not an Oompa Loompa?
Short.
That's right.
And then when Amethyst left, she started singing. She goes, "What did Amethyst do wrong? She sewed a bad dress and she's wearing a thong." A drippy fabric is kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
What kind of pickle is this? This is a pickle that you take to a fondue restaurant and then you stab the pickle and you put it under the cheese.
Oh,
I'm like salivating.
I know.
Because her outfit, as much as I don't like it, it looks really tasty.
Yeah, it does look tasty.
Okay, Lucy LaDuca is next, and she has one of my favorite looks of the night. She just took nice looking tie-dye fabric and she made a fun silhouette that looks good on her.
Yeah, because not thinking about tie-dye as like
how it's made
and like
if
the
you go
context
buy
of
football.
tie-dye, but just getting tie-dye fabric and making a cool outfit.
And her dress and hair is very close to RuPaul, and you can almost see both of their chochas.
A pickled egg.
Cabbage pickled egg. Have you tried those?
Yeah.
I've never tried a pickled egg.
Pickled eggs are good. I mean, I love pickles.
You already said that.
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of obsessed with pickles.
I am a little obsessed. Okay, we're looking at Robin Fierce, and she is giving drag queen again.
I love Robin's drag. It's always fierce. It's not as fierce to me. Like, this is the one.
Robin, you are fierce, actually. What is this girl? Who is this lady?
She looks like a fancy napkin.
She looks like she's recording one of those medicine commercials, and she's twirling around, being like,
Pickle.
pickled onions.
Oh my god, she is a pickled onion.
She literally is pickled onion.
She looks like a fucking purple pickled onion. If you guys are watching this, please tell me what kind of pickle they all look like. Mistress Isabel Brooks is next. How tall are her heels? Tie-dye on her outfit is not reading tie-dye.
It's not even real tie-dye.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that print. Because that fabric that she's, which is most of the outfit, which is this purple sash and cape, is that repeating fabric.
It's not tie-dye.
No.
It's a piece of fabric wrapped around a bodysuit.
Yeah.
What kind of pickle is she? She's like Stew Pickles from the Rugrats. She's like completely Stew right now with her purple hair.
Oh yeah. Stew Pickles.
And Stew can't really invent anything well.
Damn. All right, so next we have Luxe Noir London.
Yeah.
And she is coming out not only in tie-dye fabric, but tie-dye feathers and tie-dye hair. It's so cool.
She's like the sexiest fish from Shark Tale.
Yeah.
The hoops are reading like
slut. Also, we never get to see like this kind of color combination in tie-dye, this like red, yellow, and black.
I think she did the most interesting thing was she took the flowiness of tie-dye and the element of it, and the garment registers that well. Pickle.
Something spicy.
She's the pickle that girl is eating in the video, and it's a spicy pickle from 7-Eleven, and she's going...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we gotta get one of those pickles now.
Oh my god, a hot pickle?
Send us a hot pickle if you have hot pickles. Okay, coming up next is Selena's titties. I love this look.
She looks so good.
She looks amazing.
This is so camp. This is like the first time I've ever seen this kind of like hair that's like green, blue, purple and make it look a little fashionable. What are you looking at? Girl, this...
What? What's wrong with my hair? Is tie-dye.
It sure is dead.
It's tie-dye. It's 2 wigs, okay? That's why it is a different length.
It's very her style.
Yeah.
Like her style is very camp and it's like very like
Big.
So it seems like she inspired by dye. 'Cause she's doing a water theme.
And which is extra stupid.
Which
and
is
she gets
Tide.
extra points for that.
She's giving, and this is not a read, giving Kevin the sea cucumber.
Okay, it looks like Kevin the Sea Cucumber after she's been
Yassified.
yassified.
Marsha is coming out in a bloody look, inspired by, obviously, her namesake. When Marsha gets hit in the face with a football.
Okay.
Is this tie-dye?
No. Absolutely the fuck not. Even though you pointed it out earlier.
She's dyeing her fabric
with her blood. But you're saying also the red fabric is tie-dye fabric?
I am speculating that.
If that's the case, she completely missed the mark. She looks kind of the same. She looks very similar to how she always looks. It's not my favorite outfit. Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
I'm very confused about this, but I am definitely not confused about what type of pickle this is.
Yeah?
Pickled kind of peppers that come with you order curry at a Japanese restaurant.
Oh.
And she looks just like that.
Yeah.
And her hair kind of looks like curry.
Oh.
Did we not eat earlier? Next we have Sasha Colby, and she is in a latex tie-dye look. Tie-dye is very bright, it's very hippie,
Yes,
it's very colorful. This is very indicative of what tie-dye is, so this hits the mark for me 100%.
I guess so. I mean, it's just a bodysuit and a hat.
That John Waters video, the pickle surprise.
Oh.
This is giving me pickle surprise.
Very pickle surprise.
Very pickle surprise. This is pickle surprise.
Yes. Oh. Okay, next we have Aura Mayari.
Uh-huh.
And she is given the classic 21 hair with a little unicorn.
It's great.
I feel like this is a very smart way of doing tie-dye when it looks like she tie-dyed with bleach. It's very custom. It's very smart the way she did this tie-dye.
Because you would expect everyone else to go for colors with tie-dye. And this still registers as tie-dye, and it creates a different element and feel. Really amazing when girls come out and they have these looks that really challenge the runway theming, and they go, how can I make this different? How can I make this me? And how can I make this change the exact feeling of the runway? And I think she hit all of those marks. What kind of pickle is this?
I think she's giving the pickles at Disneyland, where it's the corn dog pickle. Because she has like the stick. Like
it's going up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are there so many girls that are wearing hoops for tie-dye?
I have no idea.
Isn't that strange? Okay, so next we have Spice. And Spice is in Spice's outfit, but in tie-dye Spice colors.
Yeah.
What color do you think Sugar was in?
It was gonna be pink and blue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Literally where my mind went once Spice came out. I was like, oh, I wonder
What Sugar's wearing. Oh, the same thing.
It's very similar to what Spice has been wearing.
It's on brand, but it's also like, I want to see a little bit more versatility with how they think about themselves.
I think this is what we're gonna be seeing from now on, which is unfortunate.
I have faith in her.
Okay.
I have faith that at least one or two of her runways before the end of the season are going to be completely different silhouettes.
I hope so. She's giving green bean. Like, I want to put her like in my like Bloody Mary.
Wait, you put green bean pickles in your Bloody Mary?
You could put anything in the Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is just an alcoholic salad.
I don't understand why you think you could put a green bean pickle in a Bloody Mary. It doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
She's giving me pickled celery.
You could put that in a Bloody Mary. Wait, you pickled celery? Okay.
I feel like you could put a celery in a pickle jar and it gets pickled.
I mean, you can put anything in a pickle jar.
It gets pickled keys. What'd she say?
I don't know, but was it funny? Whoa.
We gotta be nice to her.
Okay, we're gonna be nice.
We're gonna be nice. Okay.
We gotta defend.
We have to really defend Malaysia and be nice to her. Okay.
We'll try.
All right. Next is Malaysia, and she's in the ugliest outfit I've ever seen. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm trying to bully her into better fashion. This look to me is very confusing. She's not wearing an Amazon drag belt, but it looks like she has the biggest Amazon drag belt I have ever seen in my whole life. She looks like the heavyweight champion of the Amazon belts right now. Slimmest, smallest, itty bittiest feathers Just
She has
at the
feathers?
top. It's here.
Where?
Look, watch.
They call the mover.
Because she's a shaker. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's not the same silhouette, but it's the same type of dress.
I do give her points for the fabric being more tie-dye than a lot of other girls on the runway.
This is one where I kind of need an explanation. But it wouldn't make me like it more. I just needed to know.
So what kind of pickle is this?
She's like that pickled at like Yoshinoya, where it's like the ginger and it's just shreds.
Oh, like the pink pickled ginger
Yeah,
shreds?
yeah.
Okay. Like a summer salad sort of coleslaw?
Oh, yeah.
A parsnip coleslaw pickle? Wait, hold on. Before we get to it, I'm going to get us a pickle. Who is this giving?
It is given.
We get some of the critiques that Anitra did not remember her lyrics, but they were
You
watching.
couldn't even tell. I mean, they
know.
didn't show it on the show. So I guess she forgot, but that's fine, whatever.
So next up we have Jax getting critiques, and this is one thing I'm surprised. But she didn't make any comments about green. Like, Tamar, do you even watch the show? Okay, Robin gets the critique that she is acting safe. But the thing is that she doesn't realize is that she's made one of the biggest risks of all. She's gotten on to
Yeah,
Drag Race.
this is a huge risk. What a time to realize that you need to take more risks in the middle of the competition.
I love you. I love your drag. You have such a great element of style. I might not like this one, but I do love your style and you are very talented. Take more risks. Try more foods. Eat a pickle. If you want to eat with Cash and I, send us a message and come to LA. We will take you out for
Pickles.
Mistress Isabel Brooks. They say they love the outfit. But one thing that they give her is they say, when you go backstage, can you tell Marsha?
Oh, she's not even up there to get... That means Marsha's makeup was so small that they had to tell her from the outside world.
They give Sasha Colby the critiques that she did so well and that she did stupid. She did so good and she stayed in the realm of stupid.
You can see it in her confessionals that she's dumb. And now that we're seeing it on stage while she's performing too, it's like, oh, wow, she is good at everything.
And getting to meet the legend of Sasha Colby, see her like in person is like really crazy to see her. So, oh, sorry. Aura gets a lot of good critiques. So I'm really glad that she got to have this moment and that her parents have something to look forward to and be proud of. And I thought that was really sweet that she thought of her family, because family is really important to Filipino people who aren't me. Jax, and we have pickle juice.
Pickle juice everywhere.
Jax, and we have Robin. I think that one of them could have easily been interchanged with Anitra because of the runway, and she forgot her lyrics. But it's kind of a toss-up, and if I was a producer, I would absolutely put these two in the bottom because... But they didn't say it. Robin and Jax have been friends for years and years and years.
Oh, really?
Like 6 or 7 years, I think they said.
Okay.
They had been friends and like really, really good friends. So this was like really hard for them to lip sync against each other.
And they're both from Connecticut?
And imagine it's even rougher that they didn't show it on TV.
Yeah.
They just didn't show the relationship. And they just had to cut it for time. You forgot the pickles. He's been hiding the pickles under his balls the whole time.
And there's my car keys.
We are at the Lip Sync for Your Life. We have Robin, we have Jax. The song is In Your Room by the Bangles. Have you ever heard the song
I have
before?
never heard the song once in my life.
I have never heard the song before.
I don't think it's a weird choice.
Uh-huh.
I just think the song was weird.
I loved the song.
Like the B-52s, like that kind of like beach pop.
Kind of. It kind of feels like that one that they did in season 7 where it's like, I think we're alone now, doesn't seem to be anyone. It kind of has that feeling where it's like talking intimately with someone.
Robin is very like flowy, and you can tell that she just knows where to put her arms.
Well, she matched her outfit. I feel like Jax embodied more of the song a bit. It was a little bit more entertaining,
so.
hit the beats. I thought they both really kept my attention, and I had no idea who was going to go home. Literally.
That is right. I had no idea what was going to come either. Same. Like, I like Robin, and I like her runways, but it was unfortunate that we just never got to learn too much about her.
So that is episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 15. Cash, what did you think overall?
This is one of the episodes where I did wish it was a little bit longer. because I needed some explanations on some of those runways.
Yeah.
It won't make them better or worse, but
No.
I just needed to know what the thought process was.
Yeah. They were outfits, and I really like this episode. That's why I do wish it was longer too. So a lot of things had more context, and we were able to see them do the creative process a bit more.
Yeah, and we got to see Spice yet again doing Spice.
I hate to say this, but she's not popping off as much without sugar there. That's how I feel in this moment, you know.
And that's how you feel.
That was the shit stop for episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 15. If you guys want to see more content just like this and more of the shit soup, then please subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, like this video if you liked it, and comment down below what other things we should do for runway criteria. And this time, for sure, Cash and I will pick one from the comments.
Okay, yes.
Okay?
There's so many. There's like...
You just really wanted to do Pickles today.
It was one of the originals.
Okay, and then later we'll do Does the Dog Die in This Movie?
No.
Thank you so much to all of our amazing patrons on Patreon. You guys make these videos possible. You guys make it possible to get Cash here. Her booking fee is crazy. It's so crazy. But all of you amazing people with all of your perks on Patreon are able to afford her. And if you guys want to consider, you know, donating and get some other stuff for us, then there's a link down in the description below. Thank you so much for joining us. And I think with that, we're going to say, talk to you later. Hey, squirrel friends. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you. Still going. Did they click another video yet?